Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100. Welcome to episode 301, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Obliterator Axe and how this weapon actually performs. Now this is a slashing only halberd, and as you see here we are right at the threshold here on Dark Knight at 102 weight, and because we have 70 weight on this weapon, and if you look at the base values, this is the heaviest halberd that we have in our arsenal. So if we look here, 69, 60, 47, 54, all of these are nowhere close to the weight value of what the Obliterator Axe runs. So you can see here 66, 50, 30, 66. Now again, this one goes over 75.9, but this one goes up to 80 pounds. That's crazy. And so 50 and 45. So this thing is absolutely a monster of a weight bearing monster here. So we'll keep it as is, and as you see here, 1391. So 1391 times 1.2, so 1669 is our actual damage number, and you can see that's still quite a bit considerably less damage than even the intensified here at 1895, and that's only a few points less, 8 points less than the fortified here. Now, it does depend on when you use a fortified and when you use an intensified to get actually more damage out of this thing, but we're going for ice because of the weakness of the brown anteaters in here to ice. So if we need to, we can go for the Obliterator Axe intensified, but we're gonna have 40% increase on our weapon here. So it'll be pretty good damage overall, but we'll also be going for massive amounts of stagger potential here with precision and impact wave, and this and the overhead from this weapon also does really good knockdown as well. So we'll be pairing all of those. Let's go ahead and heal up. I don't know. Oh, I'm missing health from when I ran down here. But we're also paired up with EO here because she does really
I see
well
something
when
over
we
there.
get leak going against us. And also the charge attack on this thing has a massive 235% damage multiplier, so
The
it's
path
it's
splits here.
one of the highest for the halberds. It's not quite as high as
Cover
the
yourselves.
Damarung, but it's still really good. Okay, okay, and that's nice that this guy is doing that. Okay, and you can see there that a couple of hits from EO and myself, and this fella is no more. So we'll definitely count on that. Oh, didn't realize he hit me there. Okay, and going for the overhead
We
slam
can
is a
certainly use
great
this.
way to put out really heavy damage on the enemy. Now you notice that we don't really have a whole lot of I-core recovery, but we do a huge amount of damage overall. So I think we're gonna save Eva this run so we can fight the Virginborn at the end to do some enjoyable things there. Okay, and we'll go for a charge attack. Oh, of course he's gonna do that. Okay, and there's 5,600 almost. That's really good damage. Okay, well, I guess we're focused now. So this thing has a monster of a charge attack, and it has that overhead slam, which is excellent as well. So if you're into, trying to um, make really good use of this weapon, I think the charge attacks do very well, and
Do
at the
not let
same
hidden
time
foes drain your
as
ichor. It's wise
um,
to be prepared.
as the overhead slam, as you can see there. Now, being in the sand here will definitely drain our ichor very hard because we have very little ichor
Why are we
recovery.
all
So
alone in
that's
a place
really
like
bad
this?
all around, that we are running that in or running this in that kind of a way. Whoops, because we really want to focus on using our gifts because, as you see, we have some really good options there with precision and impact wave and stuff, but we just don't have the I-core to support it. So going for a gift here will definitely cause us to think twice about what gift to go for and such. But as you can see there, we're able to really put out some good damage with our charge attacks and everything. So we'll go for precision this time. Okay, and we'll go for a charge. Okay, and you can see that as soon as you get these guys staggered, it's basically all over just because of the fact that you absolutely can annihilate these guys easily and quickly. Okay, good. Second backstab is very welcome there. Okay, let's go for this, and we'll go for impact wave while we have it. Okay, and you'll notice here that as we go for this, we definitely want to do the overhead slam, and you can see that every time we do that, we put these guys into pretty hard stagger overall. So let's go for a charge booster and a mobility enhancer, and we'll go for a little bit of extra ice here. Okay, he's doing that, that's fine. Okay, ouch. Ouch. Okay, let's go for some attacks here, and you can see there the knockdown is exceptionally welcome. Okay, good, and we'll go for a charge attack here. Good, and we'll go for a couple more charge attacks just because of the fact that we're able to do pretty good damage with it, while at the same time having really nice ability here. Oh, come on. I want to launch the guy. It's too much to ask, I guess. There's a backstab. And the little squiddy things. There we go, good. They hit us. So that's nice. Okay, so that guy definitely is a quite a challenge there for us, but nothing we can't get through. So let's go ahead and rest, and then we'll just make our way back through all the fellas again, and it's not a problem. But the Obliterator Axe is a very wonderful axe that or halberd that you get from the Argent Wolf Berserker. And that's the first place that you find it in the game, and you can find it. Whoops. I was trying to do a parry, and I did not get it. Okay, but the knockdown is appreciated there. But you get it from him, and the very next time that you get it is in the DLC number 2, the Frozen Empress DLC, and you're able to get it from the Argent Wolf Berserker in the Frozen Wasteland. But other than that, it's a really good weapon. It's really nice that it has such a reliable knockdown on how it operates there. But if you're looking for a pretty hard-hitting overall halberd, this is definitely a good one. Okay, and we can go ahead and charge these guys down. And as you can see there, I mean, just having one attack that can put these fellas down pretty easily and pretty reliably too. And it's not just the fact that you can put the folks down, but you can put them down in a very reliable way that you can count on it, and you can make sure that you're able to put them down very quickly and very easily, as you can see there. And then you can follow up with a charge attack, and all is well. So it's very, very good synergy here between how this halberd works and how it operates. And you know, if you're looking for a good way to operate this weapon, I would say, definitely go for the knockdown into a heavy charge attack, because of the fact that you're able to knock them down, and then and by that time they're probably at half health or less, so you're able to then absolutely take advantage of the fact that you do have enough time to get that sweet 235% increase on your charge attack. And if we switch to the intensified here to go for a little bit more damage, you will notice a little bit of an increase here in our damage overall, but we have to make sure that we have our ice damage up at all times here. So that's kind of the drawback here. Wow, this guy. Okay. Okay. And you can see there that in the 1 or 2 attacks that it takes to put him down, it makes it very nice. And we are not even quick mobility, so let's go ahead and heal up here a little bit. Okay, and we'll get another 10% damage here, but it just doesn't matter because these guys die pretty easily, pretty well in one hit anyways. So, whoops, there we go. And as we head up here, we'll have another gunner that will have to do a perfect dodge around the corner. Good, and we did. So you can see how this really synergizes well for this weapon to make sure that you have the ability to put the damage out on the enemy while at the same time making sure that you have a good timing for the enemy as well. And when you pair it with the DLC Blood Veil here, you get a really good ability to make sure that you are always able to, whoops, that you're able to make sure that you're you have really good backstab damage, you have really good forward damage, and you also at the same time have very good whoops, and that's the crash. Well, anyways, I was saying that you were gonna have the ability to actually get really good damage out on the enemy while at the same time having really good backstab, really good potential overall. So let's see if we can play again here. And will it come up? I wonder what was saved and what wasn't. We'll see here in a second. Well, that was definitely not expected. Okay. But anyway, Dark Knight is kind of a blood code you can use in several different ways, and what we're going for now, right, is just to pair it up here with as much strength as we can get for the Obliterator Axe, and make sure that we're able to, put out enough damage to basically knock that enemy down by half of their health, and then follow up with a charge attack. Okay, so it looks like we're still here. Okay, thanks you. So let's go ahead and continue on here. What are we running? The ice one, so we'll switch to the intensified. So we kind of make our way here again up the hill. Okay, and that was unfortunate there, but nothing that a little setback won't inhibit us here. Okay, so we'll do this, and we'll go for a drain activator. And you can see that when we get to the point where we have the ability to go for charge attacks like this, we are absolutely able to take advantage of those knockdowns, which is very nice. And you can see there that it just absolutely obliterates these folks. Pun not intended there, but yeah, that is why it's called the Obliterator Axe. I'm pretty sure of it because it just absolutely minces folks pretty easily, pretty hard. And we could just go for more knockdowns, more kills, more damage. Very nice. And again, see, we need to keep our ice weapon up, frost weapon, but we don't have that ability. Whoops. Fine. There we go. Just because of the fact that we don't have a whole lot of ichor available on ourselves here, but that's okay. We'll make it work for what we have. Okay, and we'll just go for a charge. Whoops. Okay, and we'll go for a couple backstabs here if we can stand it, just to make sure that we get a little bit of ichor where possible, because we're only getting 4.5 ichor on a backstab. It's really in our best interest to, again, choose when and where to use which gifts to do what we need to at the time. So for here, right? I mean, we probably want to go for ice weapon or frost weapon, and I probably should have gone for another gift, but that's okay. Okay, we'll go for a couple things here. Okay. And let me see. Are we missing? I don't think we're missing any vestiges so far, as we are coming up to another one here. Okay. Okay. Oh, and this boy is definitely a monster to bully, and he's not really that easy to bully around, so kind of unfortunate there. Let's go ahead and pick up vestige number 4 here. Okay. Good. And if you do the running attack on these shooters, they always put their head up in the air, and it's kind of like a stagger for these guys. So kind of nice if you're able to do that. All right, and let's head around here. And since we have charge abilities baked into the blood code here, we can back up here from these things and go for charge attacks if we need to. And that is the nice thing about having this blood veil as well baked into what we're going for here, because sometimes it's not beneficial to use your blood veil, but here with what we have, because we have charge attacks on our Obliterator Axe, we're able to take advantage of the ability here baked into the blood code as it stands right now. Okay, so as we get over here, let's go for these 2 slimes. Make sure that we get rid of them first. Oops. Okay, good job, EO. Okay, and let's go ahead and get this fella interested. Okay, and I can never get backstabs on him, but I guess I got one now, and I was really trying there, so that's good. Let's go for a charge, and you can see on this fella, he definitely has a really good resistance to us here, but it's nothing too overwhelming that we can't get through. And as you see here, I mean, we don't have any ichor at all, so we are literally just going for everything at will here. Okay, and hopefully we can get a backstab. There we go. Now that'll give us an option here to go for a charge or a oh, actually, that's very good. Very good, EO. Now let's go for a charge here. Good. Okay, very nice. We bullied him pretty hard, and I'm glad EO got the knockdown there. As you can see, the Damarung is still a fantastic, stunning, staggering weapon. Very, very nice.
Good?
Yeah, it was pretty good, EO. Okay, what kind of items do we have here? Pretty good items so far, or still, actually. And so I think we'll just we'll go ahead and get the run back open. And even though, right, we won't need the run back, right? but we should do pretty well here versus Eva, versus the successor of the Throat, and we should be okay here for what we have coming ahead of us, because we're gonna have ice and we're gonna have slash, and so we will definitely want to switch back to our ice version here to make sure that we take most advantage of her weaknesses if we can. Okay, I guess we didn't need to heal or rest or whatever, but it resets the activation point here, so when we die we come right back here instead of having to move later on. Okay, and the nice thing is that there's nothing really to pre-buff here or whatever, because you want to kind of use your buffs as you drain the ichor and everything, so it'll be there's nothing really to pre-do, so if you just continue on, you're able to you know, use your gifts as you get them, and we have EO along to get rid of the leak that she inflicts on us, so we should be okay there. Okay, and if we get at least one ichor or one backstab from this fella up here, we're able to at least have a little bit of ichor moving into the fight with Eva here. Okay, so not bad there. And you definitely want to, when you're running this weapon, I mean, again, you've seen the synergy between the knockdown and then the charge attack, and how those are beneficial to each other. Now, you could do the knockdown and then go for a veil drain attack if you wanted to do that part of it as well. But the 235% increase to your weapon physical damage is absolutely unparalleled. So I'd prefer
Please,
to go for that
spin a thread of memory
make
for
sure
me.
that we get the maximum amount of damage instead of going for a veil drain. Even though the veil drain will give you obviously more ichor and it'll increase your stocks, I
I've been waiting.
it's up to you,
Please,
kind of how you want to
spin
play
a
that,
thread of memory
obviously,
for me.
because you're not me. But if you were if you were to have a choice there, the nice thing is that you do have a choice. And because the charge attack is so good on the weapon and on your veil at the
Please,
same time, because this is
spin a
a
thread of
DLC
memory
veil,
for me.
it's very, very nice that you're able to have either one of those options for very high damage and for the ice damage as well, from both of them. So let's drink a little water before we get into the fight. Alright, so
Mercy.
as we head up the long run here, where are we? Hopefully EO and I should be able to get through here pretty easily because we both have slashing halberds, while at the same time we have pretty good stagger ability built in, so we should be able to put her into regular stagger as well as
May
hard
goodness
stagger
bless you.
pretty easily and pretty often. Okay, and we'll wait for this here. So good, and we'll get Eva going, and then we'll hopefully do one and done. But you never know. Whoops. Oh, no, go forward. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, let's charge her there. Okay, go for another charge there. So it works pretty well to go for the charge attacks here. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, we'll go for a couple of stagger moves here. There we go. Ouch. Okay. Whoops, I didn't want that. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, he's gonna do these things, so we can definitely get some good damage out of here while we can. And again, because we're constantly staggering her, we do pretty good overall ability here. Okay. Now we definitely need to get our quick charge attacks here going. Okay, now she's gonna explode. There we go. Okay, EO, let's get some ice damage going here. Okay, and let's, where's the ice? Oh, there's the blades. Okay, they came right on top of me. Okay, we missed those barely. She's going after EO, so let's do this, and we'll go for some overheads here, so we can get some staggers in. Okay, we gotta back up here. She's going for EO for whatever reason. Okay, and I'm dead. EO, please. Thank you. She's a peach. She might die here. Okay, let's go in. And I'm almost dead. Okay. Okay. And a little bit more here. Good. And we'll finish her off with a... Oh, EO took the win there. So yeah, pretty good overall damage, pretty good overall moveset, pretty good overall stagger ability, pretty good knockdown. The Obliterator Axe just it really wins in a lot of ways for us, and that's really nice to have something like
The
this. But
relics.
the cost of this thing comes at the fact that it has a huge amount of weight. 70 weight value is higher than some of the two-handed swords that you have access to, and so if you're looking for something that's you know, in a good way here, typically the Obliterator Axe is not something that you use frequently because of the fact that it has that 70 weight value, and you can see most blood codes don't really make good use of that 70. I mean, Hades can, um, Ishtar can. Some of these can do really well, Queenslayer, but overall, it's that weight limit is very hard to overcome. But it pairs very nicely here with Dark Knight and the Twilight Claw, just because of the fact that it adds up exactly to 102, and you're right at that weight limit, and you're able to have really good damage, while at the same time you're able to have a really good move set, a really good staggering and stun move set, while at the same time you're able to uh, really control the flow of how you interact and engage with the enemy. And typically, charge attacks are something that are kind of elusive because sometimes you just don't have the opening or the timing for it. But with the consistent and uh, um, the consistent and on and deliberate, that's what I want to say, the consistent and deliberate knockdowns, you're able to get those timings and openings, and you're able to create that on your own. So it works out really well. So we'll be in the Crypt Spire next. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.